over now. And it came to pass. The rock and roll was born. Rolling like a stone. And the guitar man got famous. The business man got rich. Everybody was a superstar. With a spirit. Know what I want.
Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan. Riders on the storm.
And the music was good and the music was loud.
Hallelujah!
riders on the storm.
And the music was good and the music was loud.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm the king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To promote my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Man, we rock up funny and go correct. All circle on time and rhyme connect. Got the right to flow and to elect. Another rebel can't stand it, but give us respect. I wanna rock.
Back in 1955, man didn't know about a rock and roll show. No red guys. White man had the smokes, black man had the booze. No one knew what they was gonna do, but Tchaikovsky had the blues. Oh, let it rock. You know what I want.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Apex Auto Glass 410 Wing Sprint Cars here on UltimateDirtTV. I'm Alex Robinson. Steve McMillan is my cohort. I don't know what you want to call him tonight. He's
Call me a what?
I called you my cohort. Yeah, big word.
Oh, okay, Hort. I was making sure you didn't call me something else.
You might want to look that big word up. You didn't think I had those big words in my vocabulary.
No.
BJ Duvall is our producer for tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an interesting season. Can Tyler Schell go for the three-peat in season championships? Alex Bergeron came close to it last year. Can he knock him off of the pedestal? Or can Kendall Tucker make a run for it as well? Steve McMillan, you haven't got to see it this season, but this is new. No qualifying, random draw. So it's going to be interesting to see where these drivers start in their heat races.
You're up.
So practice is done, and here we go. Random draw. Who got the best pill? Starting on the pole. Wow. The 85 of Elbows Up Sim Sport. Tyler Schell starting on the pole for heat race number 1 to the outside. The 8 for Elbows Up. It's Daniel Zegers. Row number 2, the 18 of Kenny Hoffman to the outside. The 1 of Braden Finzel. Row number 3, Clayton Tilley from Momentum Sim Sports in the 51 to the outside. It's Sean Brown. Ross Kaiser will start on the inside of row number 4 for the 92 of Momentum Sim Sports. And rounding out the field, it's Nate Vaughn on the outside of row number 4. Wow. New season, change up the qualifying. There's no qualifying, random draw. And the 85 still gets to start on the pole of heat race number 1. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. New season about to get kicked off here in heat race number 1. This is season number 3 of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410s. And again, Tyler Schell has been untouchable, has been unstoppable here in the past 2 seasons as he has won both points championships. But can he go for the formidable three-peat? We've had Alex Bergeron in a Pro Series win the World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars 3 different times, but never 3 in a row. So here we go. Lights are out on the pace truck. We're going to get green, and we're going to get this Season 3 underway in a moment of seconds here at Lanier Speedway. Pace truck is going to duck off, and here we go. Elbows Up Sim Sports front row of Zegers and Schell. Season 3 is underway for the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410. Sprint Cars, Tyler Schell leads us into turn 1 and 2. The 85 machine is up top. There's Zegers now, Brandon Finzel, and Hoffman going at it. The 1 machine of Finzel in the inside now. He gets past. There's Kenny Hoffman in the 18 machine. There's Finzel now under pressure as him and Zegers going at it. There's Kenny Hoffman in the 1 as I recognize that paint scheme of, looks like Kenny Hoffman there. Recognize that paint scheme as there is the 1 machine of Finzel. So what happened to Tyler Schell? Tyler Schell is out of heat race action here. So there's Brendan Finzel in that 2nd spot. Sean Brown and Kenny Hoffman going at it for the 3rd spot there. But, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Zegers is your leader here in heat race number 1. Don't really know what happened to the 85 of Tyler Schell, but not how you want to start off your season. Here comes a slide job. Brandon Finzel now takes over the lead. Here comes Sean Brown. Sean Brown now in the 08 machine coming after the 8 of Daniel Zegers. Daniel Zegers in the 2nd spot right now, but Sean Brown right behind him. Ross Kaiser in that 4th spot now with Kenny Hoffman right behind him. But it's Finzel, Zegers, and Brown, your top 3, and they're starting to separate a little bit here, but Braden Finzel is up front in the 1 machine. He is holding on to the heat race lead right now. Daniel Zegers going up top side, trying to catch up to the number 1 machine of Finzel. Finzel has 2 more laps to run here in heat race number 1. And Zegers in 2nd, Sean Brown in 3rd, but around turn 3 and 4, white flag is out for the 1 machine of Finzel. Brandon Finzel looks impressive after throwing that slide job on Daniel Zegers. Here we go. Down the back chute one final time into 3 and 4. Brandon Finzel going to start season 3 off right for him. Heat race number 1 win. Daniel Zegers 2nd. Sean Brown in 3rd. And Here we go. What a way to kick off season number 3. And Brandon Finzel going to pull the upset here as he wins heat race number 1. Zeggers, Sean Brown in 3rd. Ross Geiser, Kenny Hoffman, Clayton Tilley, Tyler Schell, and Nate Vaughn round out your field. Heat race number 2. Steve McMillan, who's on the pole?
Start on your poll tonight in heat race number 2, your dirtfan.com. Heat race number 2 is Jareth Pike to the south side, Aiden Berlin. Row number 2 be Douglas James to the south side, Blake Battles. 3rd row inside be Josh Van Manen, and to the south side, Darren Harrell. Row number 4 be Jamie McCarran, and then you got Kobe Araki. Araki? All right, with the FS1 Motorsports or FSI Motorsports. But here we go for one of 2 pace laps. Jareth Pike, your pole sitter. Aiden Berlin to the outside. Douglas James and Blake Battles. And row number 2. You're watching the Apex Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprintcars. Lights are out. We're going green out of 4. Let's hope they slathered on that baby oil, because it's fixing to get personal here in heat race number 2. Out of turn number 4, pace truck is off. Green flag is out. Good start for Jareth Pike. Berlin into the 13, runs the high line. Look at the 29 to Douglas in the 3rd spot. Then you also have Van Manen. He is up to 3rd, running the bottom out of turn number 4. We're 3 wide for that 3rd spot. The 14 machine at Blake. There, he has the run. He's into turn number 3. Look out, the 29 is in Douglas. He's going to be falling back a little bit as he's battling with Jamie McCarran there in the 2. Your race leader is Aiden Berlin. Jareth Pike in 2nd. Blake Battles in 3rd. Josh Van Manen in 4th. James rounds out your top 5. Berlin continues to lead in the 13 machine. Jareth Pike in the 91. Jareth Pike running the group lower out of turn number 4. We complete lap number 4 of this 10-lap heat race. Look at how much steam is coming out of Berlin, because he's pulled away from Jareth Pike as we come to halfway down. Your 3rd spot right now, Blake Battles. Then you look at 4th, Josh Van Manen and Jamie McCarran. And look at Kobe. He's up to 5th now. Kobe in that 30 machine. But look out, here's McCarran running the groove right above him. And you know what, Alex? This track actually has multiple grooves, as we're fixing to come to 2 to go for Aiden Berlin in the 13 machine. 2 laps to go in heat race number 2. Jareth Pike in 2nd. Blake Battles in 3rd as he goes into turn number 3, sliding up on exit turn number 4. Aiden Berlin gets the white flag. 1 more to go for Aiden Berlin. Jareth Pike in 2nd. Out of turn number 2, he gets the run down the back straightaway. Runs the middle groove at turn number 3, coming out of turn number 4, picking up the win. You're locked on lads. Heat race number 2 win. It's Aiden Berlin, Jareth Pike, Blake Battles, Josh Van Manen, Jamie McCarran, Kobe, Douglas James, and Darren Harrell round out your field. Here's our unofficial results, or your official results on the board. Berlin, Pike, Battles, Van Manen, McCarran, Araka, and then you got James and Harrell round out your field. And here is Alex with Heat Race, your dirtfan.com Heat Race number 3.
And talk about the luckiest man on earth as well. The 12 of Team ABR, Alex Bergeron, starting on the pole here to the outside. Robert Satterfield in the 51. Dakota Hartzell for Wraith Racing in the 75 starts inside of row number 2 to the outside. TSM the 01. It's David Allen. Row number 3 at TSM 50. It's Timothy Smith to the outside. LGR Motorsports, the 10C of Coulter West. Ross Carenta starts on the inside of row number 4, and outside the 81 from Pennsylvania, it's Jimmy Barr. So here we go, heat race number 3, and can the upsets continue to happen here tonight? Can anyone knock off the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron? And sorry, that is the 75 of Dakota Hartzell for the Firm Motorsports, not Wraith Racing. So again, 75 machine of Dakota Hartzell is with the Firm Motorsports here tonight. That Firm Motorsports has a lot of drivers in it, but green flag is out, and oh boy. Is it out? No, I don't know what just happened. The 12 of Alex Bergeron just played my feelings big time, as it looks like a delayed green there, or caution or something. We're going to try this once more. The 12 machine got on the loud pedal real quick. Oh boy, so here we go. We're going to wait and do our pace laps once more. Alex Bergeron, though, he had those boys asleep on that initial start. We're going to try this once more. It's Bergeron and Satterfield on the front row. Lights are still on the pace truck. They'll be up next time by. We'll go green in 2 laps here, but Bergeron, Satterfield, your front row. Watch out for those TSM guys of Timothy Smith and David Allen. They put some speed together last season in season number 2. But here we go. Lights are out on the pace truck. Will be green next time by. It's Bergeron, Satterfield on the front row. Hartzell, Allen, row number 2. So it is a complete restart here in heat race number 3. Bergeron and Satterfield again is your front row. Can anyone knock off the number 12 for Team ABR, the 3-time World of Outlaw Nulse Energy Drink Sprint Car champion of Alex Bergeron? Here we go. Heat race number 3 is green, and oh boy, off to the races he goes. The number 12 machine of Alex Bergeron. That was the jump of a lifetime he got on the rest of the field. There's the 75 machine. There goes Timothy Smith. Slide job by Timothy Smith. He takes over third. Now here comes Coulter West. Coulter West in the mix now. They were 3 wide. There's the 01 of David Allen. Allen now goes to the inside here. He takes over the third spot. Coulter West. There's Hartzell. Hartzell hits the wall. There's West down to the inside of him. West and Carenta take over 4th and 5th right now. Carenta in the 4th spot, coming after the TSM cars of Timothy Smith and David Allen. Allen on the bottom side, Smith up top. Smith going to hit the wall a little bit, hits the wall some more. Now comes down the track, contact between them all. Alex Bergeron having problems. Looks like the caution flag might be out. No, green flag continues out here. Ross Carenta looks to be the last man on the track. So not really sure what happened here in heat race number 3.
Well, it looks like we have some technical difficulties going on in heat race number 3, Alex. And we'll be right back after these commercials. All right, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. You're watching the Apex Autoglass and Tinting Wing 410 Sprint Car Break. We were having some problems, and problems it is, but we're going to restart the server. Not we. We cannot do that, but the admins, the league owners, is this appropriate that they reset it? They're going to have a fight, and then we're going racing again. We're going to restart over all the heat races. So it should happen quickly. So let's go over a couple of things, what we saw happening. You know, Alex, we can tuned in Sunday night. Let's go with some recaps of what happened. And, you know, I'm going to look at the league sessions real quick. I mean, Majulis wins 2 races Sunday night.
Yeah, that Majulis continues, has not been beaten at all this season in World of Thunder. He has been a man on a mission, has been dominant, and it has put the world on notice that he is on a mission to get to the 100-win mark in World of Thunder history, and he's closing in. He's about at 75, 76, maybe even more. So, his goal is, by the end of 2021, to hit the 100-win mark in World of Thunder history. And if he continues the rest of the season like he started off the first 3 weeks, it's going to happen.
Well, you know, another person that is racing in the DirtFan.com 360 Wing Sprint Cars, who's been undefeated this season, picks up his 3rd win Sunday night, beat Alex Bergeron in the 12 machine, picking up his 3rd win at Lernerville Speedway. Dustin Hall in the 360 sprints is currently sitting in 2nd, and Coulter West is 3rd in points. He is a little over 100 points behind Alex Bergeron. Then you have Huey Quillen in 4th and Clayton Davis in 5th. Bill Miller, you know, Alex, someone that wasn't in the limelight this season. Last season, he had an okay season, but he wasn't one of the drivers to be up front. And this season, in the big blocks, the modifieds, the sprint cars, he's currently sitting 6th in the sprint car points. Okay, go to it. Alex?
Sorry, I am updating our thing right now. But yes, Alex Bergeron and Blake Majulis. It's scary when you talk about Bill Miller. Yes, Bill Miller has been on a tear of lately, been in the top 10. We've been talking about it. I was busting jokes on him a few weeks ago when I got to talk to him in the pits. I said, when will Bill Miller get a podium finish in World of Thunder? And can it happen this season? But another talking point, Rebecca Millette has been on a tear as well. She's been in the top 10. She's been running in the top 5. We said, can we get the first female driver to ever park it in victory lane in the 360s this season?
And I believe she can. I mean, she's shown her strengths and shown her weaknesses, and she's been practicing, Alex. I believe she can do it. Now you got Corey Austin sitting in 8th in points. Brandon Voiles, he's in 9th. And Trevor Royer rounds out your top 10 in points in the 360 sprint cars. And then, you know, the Extreme Savage Fixed Pro late models, as we said, Blake Majulis picking up 3 wins there. 2nd place in points. He's your DirtFan.com driver of the week, Damian Kiefer, sitting 2nd in points. And Dustin Hall, he's in 3rd.
Again, you see, just look at the talent that we were talking about there, the talent of drivers that have come out and have put on some dominant performance here, being in the top 5, being in the top 10 here. And, you know, this season, something different here. The only open setup race we have is those 360s, Pro Late models fixed, and the UMP's big blocks alternating weeks. Those are better setup than me. It's one of those, you have what everyone else has, you just got to make it work.
That's right. And then even going to the DirtFan.com UMP fixed modifieds, Blake Majulis with 2 wins out of 2 races. Austin Matthews, 2nd in points. Again, Dustin Hall in the top 3. Brandon Weeks, Timothy Ripley, Corey Sibley, Sage Luther, Tanner Tomasi, Chase Hardy, and Corey Austin all in top 10. And then we go back to what we saw tonight. We saw the 33 of Evan C., your points leader, in the 5-6 Graphics Super Late Ball Series, picking up, his third win tonight in that series?
It's second, I want to say. I want to say it's his second win.
Second win. And he dominated tonight in fashion. And then, Damian Kiefer comes home second. And then you had Ryan Underwood in the top 3. So, Ryan Underwood had a bad start to his night. Got an EOL, missed the start of his heat race. Had to come through a last chance qualifier. And Mitch Stiles picked up the hard charger up 16 spots. You also been covered on Tuesday nights. The
Cattle Farms Spring Nationals, which was at Fairbury's for the Falls Frenzy, and Evan C., Blake Majulis put on an instant classic there, came down to the final lap. Evan C. won it there, Blake Majulis in second, going into the final night of the Spring Nationals for the Newton Cattle Farm Spring Nationals. Evan C. has maybe a 2-point, I haven't seen the points since the updated one, but it has to be about 2, maybe 3 points difference there. But we talk about, not to change the subject, we talked about it in the Super Race a few hours ago. We're coming up with this new thing, and it's a hashtag UltimateDirtTV fan cam. And I just got an update from Sean Neistat of where he will be this weekend. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Motorplex, I-90 Speedway, and Houston Speedway will be Sean Neistat's home this weekend. So if you are at any of those 3 tracks, go say hello to Sean Neistat, ask him for a picture, tag Ultimate Dirt TV in it, and put hashtag Ultimate Dirt TV fan cam for your chance to get your pictures shared out on a broadcast from Ultimate Dirt TV. As I think Jerry Van Sickle will have his out soon. But I think we already know where Jerry's going to be. He'll be at Marshalltown for one of them. We know where I'm going to be. It's the Outlaws versus Posse, and I'm a PA guy. So I'm going to be at Williams Grove tomorrow night. Steve, are you going to any races this weekend?
Well, I'll be in my bed, so if you meet me, that might be kind of scary.
And Mr. Producer, I'm going to wait for a whisper in my ear. Are you going anywhere this weekend?
As we're going live.
So practice. Now, here we go. But Mr. Duvall, I didn't hear an answer in my ear. Are you going anywhere this weekend to the races? We will have an update on Mr. Duvall if he goes to Tyler County Speedway or not this weekend. But here we go. Heat race number 1 on the grid, starting on the pole. Black Diamond Motorsports. It is Ernie Williams Jr. to the outside. The 2 of J-Mac, Jamie McCarran.
Number 2 will be Matthew Croak, and then Tyler Shell to elbows up Sim Sports car number 85.
Jareth Pike in the 91 starts on the inside of row number 3 to the outside. Isaac Soros in the 002.
And your final row, Andrew Hauser and Clayton Tilley in the Momentum Sim Sports car number 51. Picking up the win last night, the ABR Setup Shop 360 Wing Sprint Cars, Isaiah Soares picking up that win last night. If you missed it, it was live on Ultimate Dirt TV. And you can watch us on YouTube. All you gotta do is click on the link right below the little broadcast box down here on Facebook, and you get the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a thing. As we're fixing to go racing, we're redoing heat race number 1, as we had some problems, some issues going on with the first server. So lights are out. We're fixing to go green out of show them 1 to go, Alex.
We talked about the last one there on the first heat race, number 1. The rich got richer with Tyler Shell starting on the pole. Now you talk about it doesn't matter. The luck of the draw keeps going. The 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. on the front row. Tyler Shell in the second row. So this is going to be an interesting one. Clayton Tilley back there in the last row. You have 3 guys with with some big experience in these sprint cars. You have some other guys ready to make a name for themselves here in heat race number 1. And here we go. Green flag is out. Ernie Williams Jr. Oh, look at the jump the 91 got.
91 with a good start out turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, the 2. He's into some problems. He's falling. He's around the back straightaway. That's Isaac Soares. Meanwhile, Ernie Williams Jr. continues to lead.
So that was actually Jamie McCarran there in the 2M going around. But Ernie Williams Jr. out in front. You see the 85 machine, your 2-time defending champion. It's Tyler Schell here for the Apex Autoglass and Tinting for Elbows of Sim Sports. He is in the 3rd spot right now, trying to catch up to Matthew Croak. Croak right now, oh, boy. That's not how you want season 1 to start for Tyler Schell.
There's no cautions in the heat race. We continue to go green. As you look at Matthew closing up on your race leader, Ernie Williams Jr. down the back straightaway. Jareth Pike now up to 3rd. Clayton Tilley up to 4th. Andrew Hauser 5th. Isaiah Soares and Jamie McCarran. Your top 7. Shell is out of the race.
Oh, there we go. You heard it first. Tyler Schell will run in the consolation rounds later on tonight here. You see the 51 of Clayton Tilley now. Tilley trying to make a run here on Jareth Pike. Pike in the 3rd spot right now. Tilley in the 4th spot. Tilley on the top side. Pike going to run a slider line there as Clayton Tilley has a few laps. Can he get into that 3rd spot?
And he could try, that's for sure, as he's chasing down Jareth Pike. But meanwhile, 2 laps to go for Ernie Williams Jr. Matthew Croak and Jareth Pike, your top 3. Clayton Tilley, Andrew Hauser, your top 5. Meanwhile, into turn number 3, coming out of turn number 4, white flag in the air. 1 more to go for Ernie Williams Jr.
Ernie Williams Jr. out in front, top 3 transfer. And Ernie Williams Jr., he's going to win heat race number 1. Matthew Croak 2nd, Jareth Pike in 3rd. Clayton Tilley, Isaac Soares. Andrew Hauser not going to finish there, so Jamie McCarran going to move up to 6th, and that does make a difference because that could be a difference maker between a D and a C main later on tonight. But again, Ernie Williams Jr. with heat race number 1 win, and here we go. Your official results: Ernie Williams Jr., Matthew Croak, Jareth Pike, Clayton Tilley, Isaac Soares, Jamie McCarran, Andrew Hauser, Tyler Schell. That was your LockedOnLabs.com results.
Your DirtFan.com heat race number 2 on the pole from Canada, and car number 08 is Sean Brown to his outside. Front of Plains State, car number 77 is Remington Wade.
Row number 2, Ross Carenta in the 010 to the outside, the 29, it's Douglas James.
Your 3rd row inside is Landon Cardoza with the Stand United Racing, and to his outside, Daniel Ziggers in Elbows Up Sim Sports, car number 8.
Kenny Hoffman for Team SSR starts on the inside of row number 4 to the outside, the 40 machine of Brand, the number 1 of Kenny Hoffman, because I've seen that paint scheme before. I just got to know where I've seen it. Looks really familiar, and that's why it's a little... I like that. Took the drives in Pennsylvania here. The Pennsylvania guy himself will change the paint scheme to Team SSR paint, but keeps the color, and I really like that color scheme.
All right, slap the baby oil, because it's getting personal. Heat race number 2 is off. Sean Brown with a good start, but look at the 77, Remington Wade. Look at 29 and Douglas James up to that 3rd spot. Oh, him at a 77 make hard contact at turn number 4. I told you it was going to get personal.
And it really did, with Remington Wade, Brendan Finzel also in the mix there. Sean Brown, though, he is out in front of this one. Daniel Zegers in 2nd. There's Douglas James in 3rd. Kenny Hoffman, remember, he just started back in the 7th spot, avoided that mess. Now he is 1 spot away from making it into the feature event here, and he is catching up on that 29 machine of Douglas James.
Your race leader, Sean Brown, continues to lead in the 08 machine, or the 8. And then Daniel Ziggers in 2nd, Douglas James in 3rd, Hoffman in 4th, Cardoza in 5th. That's your top 5 in the running order as we're coming up to halfway. This time by Out of turn number 4, the cross flags is out for Sean Brown in the 08 machine. Daniel Ziggers in second. Douglas James third. Kenny Hoffman, Cardoza, Correnta round out your field as Finzel and Wade are off the track.
Sean Brown out in front of this one in the 08. He took advantage off the start. He's been out in front ever since, and there's no looking back for the 08 machine. Daniel Ziggers is in the second spot. You see on top of the wing there of the 8 machine. That's Sean Brown, your leader. He's right up against that cushion, and he's making it work. That 8 machine of Daniel Ziggers right behind him there as the front 2 are 2 8s, and it is Brown and Ziggers. Douglas James still holds on to the third spot from Kenny Hoffman, but where is the number 1 machine? Not far behind he is. He's bringing Lando Cardoza with him with the white flag in the air.
One more to go. Down the back straightaway to turn number 3 for the final time. Come down turn number 4. Sean Brown picks up the win. Daniel Ziggers comes home second. Douglas James third. Kenny Hoffman fourth. Lenny Cardoza fifth. Ross Cortina sixth. Brandon Finzel in seventh. And Remington Wade round out your field. And hello, Anne Marie, John Berlin. Thank you for tuning in tonight as your official Locked On Lads.com results are on the board. Brown, Ziggers, James, Hoffman, Cardoza, Correnta, Finzel, Wade, and your top 3 go to feature everybody else. Find yourself in a last chance qualifier. Here's your DirtFan.com heat race number 3. Team ABR car number 12. It's Alex Bergeron to his outside. It's Josh Van Manen.
Row number 2, Justin Osborne in the 5 machine to the outside. Trey Cars in the 44.
Row number 3 be Austin Druick. And to his outside, which is, it's Timothy Smith. And rounding out your field in the Phantom Motorsports, car number 21 is Chris Shabaske.
7 more cars hit the track here. This is heat race number 3. And we've seen what the man got in the 12 machine. The rich got richer, and now gets richer even more. That number 12 machine. Talk about the luck that he's had so far tonight. Started on the pole of the first heat races, and the reset. Now he starts on the pole of another one. So talk about the lucky draw he got here to start on the pole of not 1 but 2 heat races.
Yeah, he get the lucky draw on that. I mean, that's going to give him at least this third heat race. So if he wins it, he will start on the inside of row number 2 in the future race.
The pace truck is off. Heat race number 3 is underway, and the 12 machine back to work. How he started it off. He is going up top there, and here he goes. That 12 machine is looking sharp already. Oh boy, we're bunched up here. 5 cars all battling it out for the final 2 spots. Car upside down, around. Oh, more cars. More problems, but up in front, it's still the 12.
The 12 is leading, and, Mr. DJ, could you put up the battle box? Oh, never mind. We got the scoring tower back up. Chris Shabaske in that second spot. Trey Gerst in third, and Austin in fourth. Josh Van Manen has fallen back to fifth. But meanwhile, it's the Alex Bergeron show, your race leader, and the car number ABR car number 12. As he completes lap number 4 of this 10th lap heat race. Chris Shabaske started last. He's up to second in a Phantom Racing car number 21.
So all these cars battling it out, but the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron, you see how close he is to this wall. And with these sprint cars, it's not like late models where they just bounce off. These sprint cars will go upside down, around, and everything else in between here at Lanier Speedway here. Almost called it Lernerville, Steve McMillan, but that's where we were at last week. Here is your 12 machine of Alex Bergeron out in front. Chris Sabisque in the second spot, but he has company because here comes Trey Garst once more.
Trey Garst in that third spot in the 44 machine, looking underneath the Chris. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. He goes to the bottom as you see Shabaske up top there. We got 2 laps to go for Alex Bergeron, your race leader. As look at Trey Gerst, he's up to second now as Shabaske falls to third. White flag is out for Alex Bergeron. 1 lap to go.
Alex Bergeron in the 12 machine through 3 and 4, and he's going to go just like he left off. The 12 machine wins heat race at number 3. Trey Garston second. Sabisky in third. Van Manen going to come one spot short here from transferring on to the feature. So here is your LockedOnLads.com heat race number 3 results. It is Alex Bergeron, Trey Gars, Chris Sabisky going on to the show, Van Manen, Drucke, Smith, and Osborne. Consolation races coming up later on for those drivers. Here we go. Heat race number 4 is on the board. Starting on the pole, the 94 of Josh Hoffer to the outside. It'll be the 75 for the Firm Motorsports of Dakota Hartzell.
Your second row inside in car number 41, it shows, is Darren Harrell. To the outside is Jimmy Barr from Pennsylvania, and car number 81.
Trent Cameron will start on the inside of row number 3. To the outside, the 114 from Oklahoma. It's Blake Battles, and rounding out the field, Jeremy Weigel for Team SSR.
That is your DirtFan.com heat race number 4 lineup. As lights go out the pace truck, we're going to let them loose out of turn number 4. You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to put up the scorecard.
I was waiting for you to tell me to run because I want to run. My run is completely different than what your run is tonight.
As pace truck pulls off, Dakota Hartzell bringing us to the green. Well, actually, Josh Hoffer bringing us to the green flag. Dakota Hartzell, he got caught sleeping on that start of the race as the 94 is off to the races. Look at him go out of turn number 4. He leads lap number 1 as Darren Harrell having some mechanical issues there in the back.
There you see Dakota Hartzell's in the second spot. Blake Battles up and slide job. He's into the third spot. The 14 machine of Blake Battles here, folks, from Oklahoma. Oh boy, that's the best. That's the best commentator curse and camera curse I've ever seen. Steve McMillan. We just start talking about how good of a run he's having. Have the camera on him for 5 seconds, and he hits that inside wall.
Look at Dakota Hartzell. He's coming on strong, running the highline as we complete lap number 4 of this 10th lap heat race. Then you also see Jerome Wiggle down there at the bottom of the 20 machine. He's working the bottom. He's actually catching up to your second place as he has it momentarily at the line. Jerome has it. Your race leader is Josh Hoffer as we're halfway down, halfway to go.
Hoffer is your leader. You see Hartzell now getting past for the transfer spot by Trent Cameron. Trent Cameron in the 36 machine takes over the third and final spot. Jeremy Weigel in the second spot, and Josh Hoffer is your leader. Those three are looking to lock their spots into tonight's feature event. Dakota Hartzell right now on the bubble here, losing it out.
Next, you see Waggle in the 20 machine running the middle line now as he comes out turn number 4 as we get 2 laps to go for Josh Hoffer in the 94 machine. Hoffer running that bottom groove, so is Jerome Waggle in the 20. It's Trent Cameron in the 36. Your top 3 white flag is out for Josh Hoffer.
Josh Hoffer into turn 1 and 2, down the back chute into turn 3 and 4. The 94, he wins heat race number 4. It's just comes one spot short after fighting his way back up from a transfer.
As you look at your LockedOnLads.com finishing results, Josh Hoffer, Jerome Waggle, Trent Cameron, and then you got Jimmy Barr and Darren Harrell. And here is your DirtFan.com starting lineup.
Starting on the pole, the 01 for TSM is David Allen to the outside. Jordan Eder for Team SSR.
Row number 2 from the United States. It's car number 13. It's Aiden Berlin. And to his outside, the FSI Motorsports driver, car number 30, Kobe Iraqi.
Row number 3 to the inside, Texas native 54, it's Gunnar Harris. To the outside, the 2 machine of Nate Vaughn. And rounding up the field, Momentum Sim Sports 92, it's Ross Kaiser.
Well, Alex, I made a mistake. I was trying to pay Alex, while he was calling that last row, to realize I paid BJ instead of you. I figured you did the work and we just pay BJ for it.
Well, okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hand it over to BJ Duval. I'm going. I'm not getting paid for this one.
Oh, it's for the race prior.
Well, BJ, here, earn your money.
David Allen, Jordan Eater, your front row. Kobe and Ada to row number 2. Dayton Gutter, row number 3. And Ross bringing up the rear. As we're coming to the green flag out of turn number 4. As David Allen, a slow and steady pace. He's ready to slap the butter. We're green flag racing for heat race number 5.
David Allen out in front of this one, but he's battling that with the 13 of Aiden Beerline. Those two go at it. Allen hits the wall. Now here goes Beerline to the inside. He pressure from Gunnar Harris. Harris goes to the inside here. That battle is on forward to the second spot. Gunnar Harris takes it.
Gunnar Harris in the 54 machine. We've seen him to have some strong runs last season. Oh, the 0-1 into the outside wall. That's David Allen. But meanwhile, the 65 of Jordan Eater, he's in that third spot. Gunnar Harris in second. Aiden Berlin, your race leader. And Aiden Berlin is pulling out quite a ways from Gunnar Harris.
13A of Aiden Beerline out in front. Gunnar Harris in the second spot, but keep.
All right. You're locked on, lads. Finisher results. Aiden Berlin, Gunnar Harris, John Eder, Nate Vaughn, David. There, yeah. All right. Your dirtfan.com starting grid for what is this? C main?
D main.
D main on the pole. Momentum Sim Sports, car number 51. It's Clayton Tilley to his outside. Blake Battles and car number 114.
Row number 2, Stand United Racing 13. It's Landon Cardoza to the outside. The 0-1 for TSM. It's David Allen.
Row number 3 to the inside. TSM, car number 50 is Timothy Smith to his outside. Andrew Hauser in the 13. And Darren Harrell will round out your field at car number 17. All right. Your D main. We're going to gather a few cars, stick them into the C main. Take a little bit more from there. And add them to the B. Oh, there we go. Alex, you're kind of sleeping on the wheel. All of them are B mains. Top 3 to the future. Pace truck is off. We're slapping the beans off the buns. It's race time.
Steve McMillan, that's an understatement of what you just said, but okay. I'm not going to hear. I don't got nothing. I got nothing for you. But the green flag is out. Clayton Tilley out in front of the 51 machine. Landon Cardoza under some pressure right now from the TSM machines and Blake Battles. David Allen, Blake Battles, and Timothy Smith all trying to make it into the show right now. And they're all battling it out right now. David Allen holds on to the 3rd spot. Here comes Smith. Here comes Hauser. Here comes Battles.
Clayton Tilley continues to lead. Landon Cardoza in 2nd. David Allen, your top 3. He's in a final transfer, but we better watch out because here comes Timothy Smith. He's ripping a lip on the high side out turn number 2. He has that 3rd spot going into 3. Now he's still looking for more out of turn number 4. He's closing up on Landon Cardoza.
Landon Cardoza in the 2nd spot. Timothy Smith in the 3rd spot. Smith trying to pull the old switcheroo there. He's going to go to the outside of Cardoza. Trying to put Cardoza on the bubble here, making the show or not here tonight. Here those two go side by side. It's Smith, it's Cardoza. Timothy Smith now takes over the 2nd spot. Landon Cardoza, that means one more spot. And you're done for the night, as here is that 19 machine of Cardoza trying to hold off David Allen in the 01.
Tilley continues to lead. Smith in that 2nd spot. Cardoza in 3rd. Allen in 4th. Battles, Hauser, and Harles in the pit area. As we complete lap number 7 and on lap number 8, the 01 gets a little loose there out of turn number 2. That is David Allen in the 01. But meanwhile, we complete lap number 8 with Clayton Tilley, your race leader.
Tilley out in front, Smith in 2nd, Landon Cardoza in the 3rd spot right now. Clayton Tilley has been dominant throughout this last chance qualifier. Timothy Smith in the 2nd spot right now as well, has been pulling away from the rest of the competition. Landon Cardoza still has company behind him.
As we're coming to 2 laps to go for Clayton Tilley, Timothy Smith, Landon Cardoza, your top 3 going to the future as of right now. But look at the 14 of Blake Battles. He tried to look on the inside of Cardoza, couldn't make it happen. He goes to the top shelf. Out of turn number 4, we got the white flag. 1 lap to go for Clayton Tilley. Out of turn number 2, look at Timothy Smith. 1 last run for Timothy Smith. As Smith goes to the bottom, Tilley stays high. Your winner be Clayton Tilley going home, getting a transfer spot. Timothy Smith, Landon Cardoza, Blake Battles, David Allen, and Andrew Hauser, and Aaron Harrell rounded out your field.
So again, Clayton Tilley, Timothy Smith, and Landon Cardoza go on. Battles, Allen, Hauser, and Harrell. Night is done. Here we go. Last chance qualifier number 2 on the grid. Starting on the pole. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I got a question. So the results are by who?
LockedOnLads.com.
Now say it with an accent.
Oh, no, not happening. Too tired for that. It ain't going to work.
All right, ZerDirtFan.com. Be made number 2. Go ahead, Alex.
Starting on the pole, Team SSR, the Pennsylvania Posse, the number 1, it's Kenny Hoffman. To the outside, the 2, it's Nate Vaughn.
Your 2nd row inside from the blades, car number 22, it's Austin Druitt. And to the south side, the Ford Motorsports, car number 38, Jamie McCarron.
Number 3 to the inside, another Pennsylvania, the 81, it's Jimmy Barr. To the outside, the 40 of Braden Finzel. And rounding out the field, FSI Motorsports, number 30, it's Colby Araki.
Place your picks, place your bets, because somebody going to be a winner in the last chance qualifier number 2. We're going to take another 3 drivers and stick them into that future race tonight. Kenny Hoffman, Nate Vaughn, your front row, Jimmy Barr, Jimmy McCurran, row number 2, Brandon Finzel, Gobi Araki, and Austin. Kenny Hoffman into turn number 1. He goes to the bottom. Look at Nate Vaughn. Fall in pursuit. Nate Vaughn in the hip pocket there. But look at Jimmy McCurran underneath of Vaughn. Contact. It's getting personal, Alex.
And you want to know something funny and very corny?
What?
The 1 of Kenny Hoffman started in the number 1 spot. The number 2 of Nate Vaughn started in the 2 spot. I found that very hysterical, but I'm tired, so everything is hysterical. But the 2s get together, and oh boy.
Caution out on the racetrack.
That was not hysterical. So that was Nate Vaughn and Jamie McCarran getting into it here. Again, this is LCQ number 2. Hoffman, Finzel, and Druke holding on to your top 3 spots. Here's your UltimateDirtTV instant replay, and you saw it here. The 2s getting into it. Ooh, he hit those barrels hard.
You know, one thing we forgot to mention earlier, just by seeing this, Monday Night Media, you got to do the iRock series, the Dirt, the Big Block Modifieds. That was fun racing, wasn't it, Alex?
Oh, that was a very fun race, a very clean race, and I think there was maybe a few cautions, but not many.
Just a few cautions, and after the checker flag and we read the results, we got something to tell you that's happening with that series. As green flag is out, look at Kenny Hoffman. He stays in the race lead, but look at Finzel. Shoots out like a cannon out too, but they go into turn number 3, run the highlight out of turn number 4. Hoffman, you better watch out because we're fixing to have a new race leader.
Kenny Hoffman, Brandon Finzel, the 2-1s going at it right now. Hoffman going to try and go to the inside of Finzel. Finzel holding on right now. Here comes Austin Druke making a 3-car battle for the lead. Here comes Austin Druke. Druke to the outside, 3 wide for the lead here in LCQ number 2. Kenny Hoffman to the inside, Druke to the outside. Finzel in the... It says Kenny Hoffman still leads.
Kenny Hoffman, your race leader, Finzel and Druke in the 3rd spot there. As we're on lap number 10, out of turn number 2, 2 laps to go for Kenny Hoffman. But he better watch out, Finzel. He's coming out like a rocket out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, they're side by side, Finzel and Hoffman. Hoffman would run on the bottom, Finzel on the high side, white flag.
White flag in the air. Here we go. Battles throughout for that final transfer spot between Austin Druke and Jamie McCarran. Kenny Hoffman in the 1. The Zemco driving Team SSR machine. He wins LCQ number 2. Brandon Finzel and Austin Druke hold on to their final spots.
So Hoffman, Finzel, and Druke going to the big dance tonight. Everybody else will be going home as your finished results is on the board. Well, got a question for you, Alex.
Uh-oh.
Have you eaten a waffle today?
No, I have not.
Have you purchased a waffle ticket?
I'm not.
Well, the iRacing iRock series is partnering up with the Track Time Entertainment, offering off a TTE Master Rig with triple stand, $25 entry. I purchased at their website. It's iRock-series.com. It'll be live on Facebook. The drawing June the 5th at 3 p.m. Eastern. So, Alex, you need to get that ticket.
Here we go. I'm actually thinking about it now. But your last chance qualifier starting grid for the final one. Starting on the pole, it's Josh Van Manen. To the outside, it will be Isaac Soares.
For number 2, be Dakota Hertzel. To his outside, Ross Cortina in the 10 machine.
Ross Kaiser in the 92 for Momentum Sim Sports. He will start on the inside of row number 3. To the outside, Justin Osborne.
Well, he's on the elbows up Sim Sports. He better elbow it up for this future race. It's Tyler Shell and his partner in crime on the outside. It's car number 77. Any guess?
Get your rifle, because it's 77 of Remington Wade.
There you go. As the guns have fired, we're green flag racing out of turn number 2. It's Dakota Hertzel, Ross Kaiser to the race lead now, 92. Oh, Hertzel contact. Remington shot I almost said something else. Shot some ammo. Into Hertzel.
That's it. Flag him. Flag him. He's done. He's done. I'm calling Brett Wheeler. It's over.
As you look at your Ultimate Dirt TV replay, I mean, it just got personal up there in turn number 4. Alex, it's been a long night with me and you. I mean, you know, we gotta laugh, gotta have some fun.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have had no time to eat dinner yet.
Hey, but at least I caught myself. I didn't finish my joke.
Lord, that would be an interesting phone call if that would have slipped.
It's a good thing we have one mature one announcing tonight.
That would have been a phone call I would have been a part of. Were you there? Yeah, but do you remember it? No, I was half asleep because I didn't want to hear it.
All right, as lights are out on the racetrack, is coming in. Tyler Shell on the outside. He elbowed it up, that's for sure. As we are fixing to be halfway down when we cross the start finish line, look at Shell with the run on the outside. He's to the race lead momentarily, but look at Ross Kaiser. He's battling back on the bottom. But at the line, it's Ross Kaiser with the lead.
Ross Kaiser holds on the lead for how long? Because the 85 machine of Tyler Shell to the outside. He goes. Shell trying to pass him for the lead right now. Ross Kaiser, Tyler Shell, Ross Corinna, your top three. All three have a ticket to the show. Here comes Van Manen once more. He's trying to make his ticket to the show for the first time in what it feels like an eternity for that machine of the 05. But Tyler Shell out in front. Kaiser, Corinna.
Look at Corinna there. Corinna, that third spot. Every time we see him, he's up there, you know, up top. Most of the time, I mean, normally the feature races see him start in the back, but he's always finds his way up to the front as we are fixing to have 2 laps to go. Next time by for Tyler Shell and the elbows up Sim Sports. And then you have Ross Cortina and Josh Van Manen now up to third for momentarily.
Josh Van Manen trying to get into that third spot from Ross Kaiser. Now here we go, side by side they go. Kaiser gets the run on the top side. Here will Van Manen do as Josh Van Manen goes to the inside here once more. Ross Kaiser holds on to the third spot. Tyler Shell, you never really see him in an LCQ, but through 3 and 4, the 85 for elbows up, Flow Racing on the side of that car. He is going to win your final LCQ. It's Kaiser, Corinna, your top 3.
Is your Locked On Lads finishing results? Tyler Shell, Ross Kaiser, Ross Cortina, your top 3 going to the future. Van Manen, Hartzell, Osborne, Soares, Ed, Wade, all going home. They'll come back next Thursday night for another shot of making the future race. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got a 5-minute warm-up. We're going to throw it to commercials. Welcome back to the Apex Auto Glass and Tint 410 Wing Sprint Cars. And here's your starting grid. Starting 24th tonight is Ross Cortina, and Austin Druick will start 23rd.
Row number 11 to the outside, it's Landon Cardoza. To the inside, the 92 of Ross Kaiser.
Starting 20th is Brandon Finzel, and to his inside is Timothy Smith.
Row number 9, the 85 elbows up, it's Tyler Shell. To the inside, Team SSR number 1, it's Kenny Hoffman.
Starting 16th is Clayton Tillies. 15th is Jordan Eder.
14th to 36 of Trent Cameron. To the inside, the 21 of Chris Sebeske.
Starting 12th tonight, in car number 29 is James Douglas. To the inside, car number 91, Jareth Pike.
Gunnar Harris in the 54 starts in the 10th spot. To the inside, it's Jeremy Weigel.
Ray Garst will start 8th, and Daniel Ziggers will start 8th.
Row number 3, it's Matthew Croak on the outside. To the inside, the 13A of Aiden Beerline.
Josh Hoffer will start 4th, and Alex Bergeron will start 3rd tonight.
On your front row, he hails from our brother and up north, the 08 of Sean Brown. To the outside, he's on the pole. He won heat race number 1, the Black Diamond Motorsports 91 from Ohio. It is Ernie Williams Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your starting lineup here for your 40-lap A main event here at Lanier Speedway. And you see it here, folks. They are getting ready to assemble to you, the fans, the greatest sight in dirt track racing. They want to thank you for tuning in tonight here on Ultimate Dirt TV for night number 1 of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting. Who do you have winning in here tonight? As these guys thank you for all your support here. Season 3, and it starts all here at Lanier tonight. Will it be Tyler Shell kicking off his bid for a 3rd straight title? Will it be the 12 for ABR of Alex Bergeron? Can Ernie Williams Jr. notch in his 2nd career win ever here in the Apex Auto Glass 410s? Or can we have a first-time winner in the Beer Hill gang of Jimmy Barr? Can it be somebody coming from a consolation round like Tyler Shell or Landon Cardoza? Ladies and gentlemen, who do you have winning here tonight? I cannot forget to mention the 13A of Aiden Beerline, who's been a speed threat over the past season. Daniel Zegers as well. Steve McMillan, who do you got?
Well, I'm going to pick Boomhauer.
Steve?
Yeah.
Wrong TV.
No, that's what Brett calls him, Boomhauer.
Oh, no. Who are you talking to? Ernie Williams Jr.
Hey, that's right.
I had to think about that for a second. Like, who? Oh, yep. Now it makes sense. You know what? You want to pick him? I'm going to go Team ABR. Alex Bergeron gets the job done here.
Oh.
Don't you call me a cheater because I picked a guy with the same first name as me. It's not cheating. I picked the brethren up north. Canada gets it done here tonight.
All right. Lights are going out. We're going green flag out of... Well, we're under caution. So lights are still on the base vehicle. But you look at the Ultimate Dirt TV car number 91. It's also sponsored by Dirty Dicks on there. And then to his outside, the 94. My Race Pass. Car number 94, Josh Hoffer.
You know who uses my race pass? I got to talk some crap on him sometimes. But you know who uses my race pass? Our dear friend, Jerry Vansicle.
That's right. You get some Vansicle merchandise paraphernalia. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Merchandise. But off. It's going to get personal out of turn number 4 as Boomhauer brings us to the green flag.
And ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's time for the Ultimate Dirt TV Crank It Cam. Involved.
Boomhauer go for a wild ride there to car number 91. The 54 Gunnar Harris. That was all live in front of us as we go to our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Well, maybe you should have got sponsored Dirty Underwear. I don't know. Because if I went for a ride like that, I'd be needing to change.
Steve McMillan, there's a reason sometimes why the three of us retired from racing and we are stuck in producers or announcers' chairs because these rides are something that you do not want to be a part of, and everyone involved there. As you heard about Talladega and the big one there, well, you know, when you got a guy caught in the catch fence, I think Lanier's big one just topped that. I think we got to send that to Talladega and go, you know what, you have your big one, but take this. We got our own big one here on the dirt side. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5, 6. Oh, there's too many. As we're upside down. I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy.
You know, there might be a chance that we have a DirtFan.com driver a week out of the Sprint Car series this week, maybe.
Maybe. You know what? Alex Bergeron showed up last week. Green flag is already out here, though, for the 12 machine. He showed up and he ran for the 360s as well as the Pro Late model. So it might be if he can knock off that 127 of Blake Majulis. But right now he's a man on a mission here. That 12 machine is back out in front. Where is Tyler Shelton? Oh, darn it.
Is the Trigger? He's speeding through the pits trying to get out on pit road. Off of pit road. As here's your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replays. You're watching the 85. I believe that's Tyler Shell. He comes down. He gets collected and around he goes. He backs it into the wall. Tough luck for the 85 machine. As Team ABR Setup Shops owner, Alex Bergeron, your race leader. Aiden Berlin in second, Matthew Croak in third. See a group of drivers coming out pit road. They'll go around the pace truck as we're doubling them up, fixing to go green flag racing out of turn number 4. Lights are out. Here we go. Oh, nope, they're back on. They're back on. Oh, Nelly. Now the lights are off, Alex.
Pace truck's off. Green flag's out. Alex Bergeron back on to work here. You see the 13 machine of Aiden Beerline. He's up top. He was involved in that mix-up early on here in this feature event, but Alex Bergeron, he is out in front. Beerline, Matthew Croak, your top 3. Now Croak has some company as Jareth Pike is right there side by side with him. Here comes the 51, the old man for Speed Shop 51. It's Clayton Tilley. As Steve, you know, if you ever get to talk to Clayton Tilley, tell him that I call him an old man, and it's always a good, interesting conversation with the 51.
You say old, I say young.
Steve, you say you're old, but you're not really old. You're a young stallion yet. You got a lot of years on you, but a lot of years and a lot of laps left. As another caution is in the air.
There's as many cautions as tread marks on my back. As you look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay, look at the 54 Gunnar Harris, and the 8 machine gets into him. He violates him, and around he goes. And then the 65 also involved in that. You're talking about looking underneath the skirt. The 29 on pit road. As Alex Bergeron, your race leader, Aiden Berlin in second, Jareth Pike in third, Clayton Tilley in fourth, fifth, Or is that Gunnar Harris? Well, I can tell you one thing. Alex is going to have a croak in a minute.
Oh boy, I'm getting there soon.
If Alex don't get to bed, he's going to croak it on the chair. That's for sure. Lights are out. We're going back to green flag racing.
Well, I hope the fans enjoyed it because guess what? You got to hear me 6 nights straight on Ultimate Dirt TV, and guess what? 2 days off. I'm going to talk to Brett Wheeler. Maybe I can, have a little pit walk after the show tomorrow night at Williams Grove. But 2 nights off, and then it's back to 6 nights straight on Ultimate Dirt TV, and it all comes ahead right now. Alex Bergeron out in front. You see we're 3 wide for the 3rd spot. That's Tilly. That's Pike. They're going side by side now. Sabisky as well in the mix. Here we go. 3-car battle for the 3rd spot. Clayton Tilly, the old man in the 51. He holds on here. There's the 50 of Timothy Smith right now in the 7th spot. He's had some bad luck in this series over the past 2 seasons. He's trying to put his hat back in the mix of the top 10.
Meanwhile, as Alex gets a chance to croak it for just a second, Bergeron is leaving the field as Berlin is second, Tilly up to 3rd, Pike, Smith, Shabaska, Cordoza, Croak, Shell, and Wiggle.
As you see, Tyler Shell has made his way up into the top 10 already. As this is the first time I don't think anyone picked him, as that's another PA guy there in that 85 machine. Maybe we'll run into Tyler Shell tomorrow night at Williams Grove if he can get a win here tonight or a podium finish. He's got a long way to go and a short time to get there, though, as he is moving up through this field. He's got Landon Cardoza behind him now. There's Ross Kaiser there. You see we're almost 4 wide in the middle of the track. 3 wide they go. The 85 machine, though, the top side works. That is Tyler Shell now up into the 7th spot, coming after Timothy Smith now, looking to be his next victim on the pass list.
Oh, Timothy Smith, he's going to wall ride it for a moment. As now he is battling side by side with Kaiser. Oh, we got one into the wall and upside down is Jareth Pike. It's caution out on the racetrack. Well, Alex, you got to know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Let's be an Alex's karaoke song.
If you tell me it's time to run, I'm gone. Don't tell me I gotta know when to run, because if I know when to run, I'm running.
Jareth Pike playing some voodoo dolls right there.
Bring up the voodoo dolls, because if you talk about the voodoo, I'm scared Scott Bloomquist is going to show up. The voodoo man himself, Scott Bloomquist, he ran into some interesting people down at Bristol a few weeks ago. I'm happy I wasn't in the pits for that show. But
I thought he was tipping you.
No, it wasn't me.
Oh.
Listen here. Just once. I don't care. I might have to message Johnny Gibson. Just once. I want to call one race. One heat race. I don't care if it's qualifying, even if it's hot laps. I want one chance with the World of Outlaws, and I can call it a career. I'm done.
Then you be running out of time. All right, the lights are out. We're going to fix go green flag racing. We are pixelated up here in the booth. We're off. Green flag is out. And I'm getting dizzy.
Tyler Shell to the inside there. We see Shell now keeps moving up through the field. Oh, boy.
All right, so is it just me it's pixelated, or is it pixelated for you?
It's pixelated for me, and all I see is a yellow flag, and it's painful.
Oh. What you're seeing, what we're seeing are 2 different things as we look at your instant Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. As you look, as the one car, Kenny Hoffman, getting into the outside wall and up and around he goes. But yeah, your screen looks fine. You're watching at home, but for the announcers here, it was pixelated because we're off of a different program.
Can we take a moment here? Josh Van Man, he says.
Yeah, karaoke's what we do.
But you know what we talked about here? The busy schedule that we've had. May 27th, Thursday nights get a little more better. We'll talk about that when the next caution comes, which maybe not, hopefully, will not come out, but green flag back out on the raceway. 3 wide, they go for the lead. Alex Bergeron on the top side. The 12 machine holds on. Here goes Tilly. Slide job for the second spot. Clayton Tilly. Oh, boy, I see problems in the back. Everyone keeps it straight for right now, but how long? Here's Tyler Shell now. The 85 going to split the difference. He's gone through the middle. He is now in the second spot. That's the 85 machine. Tilly and Aiden Beerline go at it for the third spot.
As you look at Tilly now, he's trying to. He's going to bounce it on the tail take of the 85 momentarily, too. But as we're coming down turn number 4, we complete lap number 20 here at Lanier. What? I can't say that on air. But anyway, out of turn number 4, the 85 of Tyler Shell. We're in the second spot. Alex?
I got nothing. Tyler Shell's in the second spot. Alex Bergeron. We're under 20 laps to go here in this feature event. There's Hayden Beerline now trying to get back in the mix. There's the 54 of Gunnar Harris, that bottom side. They're just rolling it and staying smooth in the mix here as those two in Gunnar Harris, Ross Kaiser on the 7th spot right now. Daniel Zegers up into the 8th spot here, but there's Beerline up top now on Kaiser trying to get by that 92 machine. He's right there banging down the wall as that 13A.
All right, the 13A. And you look, Gunnar Harris in that 4th spot in the 54 machine. Tilly up is in 3rd. Shell in 2nd. Bergeron, your race leader. Berliet has fallen back to 7th. But now you're back up watching Gunnar Harris in that 4th spot trying to chase down Clayton Tilly. Out of turn number 4, we complete lap number 26. Gunnar Harris in that 4th spot there. Alex Bergeron continues to lead. Your 2-time defending champion, Tyler Shell, in 2nd. Tilly in 3rd. Tilly continues to run the high side as Harris continues to run the bottom.
Tilly in the 51 machine still holds on to the 3rd stop. Now he goes into the bottom side there in 3 and 4. The 51 might have found something now. That bottom side might be working as he saw that 54 gaining some ground on him. Now the 51 machine, bottom side, he goes once more trying to catch up to Tyler Shell as it's Bergeron, Shell 1 and 2. We are closing in on 10 to run.
Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Gunnar Harris has that 3rd spot. Out of turn number 4, we have 10 laps to go. Next time by for Alex Bergeron in the 12 machine, the ABR setup car. Tyler Shell, the 2nd spot. As we said, he's a 2-time defending champion of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting. And Gunnar Harris, Clayton Tilly, Ross Cortina, your top 5.
Ross Corinta there in the 5th spot right now, but here's your battle again. Ross Kaiser battling it out with Ross Corinta now. Corinta goes back into the 5th spot. Kaiser trying to go to the inside. There's the 8 machine of Daniel Sagers now. He is in the 7th spot as everyone battling it out for more valuable positions, but the 2 people who have battled it out the most in the past few seasons are sitting 1 and 2. That's Alex Bergeron and Tyler Shell. There you see Gunnar Harris. He passed Clayton Tilly. Gunnar Harris into the 3rd spot, the 54 machine. He is now on a podium spot, and now Tilly trying to get to the top side here. We're closing in on 5 to run here at Lanier.
Dun, dun, dun. Alex Bergeron's leading out of turn number 2. Into turn number 3, he runs the high line. Out of turn number 4, lap traffic fixing to come into play for Alex Bergeron. As he is run, right up against that wall there out of turn number 2. He can give it a little bit of love tap. See, could he push it out a little bit? Could not. But out of turn number 4, we complete lap number 37.
You see it is a big rough patch there in turn 3 and 4 on the top side there. There might be a divot somewhere in that track as it might be building up, but there's a 12 machine. Again, lap traffic has become a factor here in this feature event. You see Bergeron trying to put some cars in between him and Tyler Schell. He's put two in between right now. That is the 65 machine of Jordan Eder. Also Matthew Croak a lap down now. Here's Ernie Williams Jr. He started on the pole. Trent Cameron as well. Those two going side by side. Here we go. White flag in the air. Here's time around. Here comes the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron to the top side. He's closing in on it here. Down the back chute into turn 3 and 4. One final time. Team ABR CSI Shocks. ABR Setup Shop. Alex Bergeron wins night number 1 here at Lanier Speedway. Tyler Schell second, Clayton Tilley drag race for third. Tilley takes it. Gunnar Harrison fourth. There is your feature results. Your LockedOnLads.com feature results. Alex Bergeron, Tyler Schell, Clayton Tilley, Gunnar Harris, Ross Carinza, your top 5.
Daniel Ziggers, Timothy Smith, Ross Kaiser, Aiden Berlin, and Brandon Finzel round out your top 10.
Jeremy Weigel, Landon Cardoza, Douglas James, Josh Hoffer, and Jareth Pike is your top 15.
Ernie Williams Jr., Trent Cameron, and then you got Matthew Croak and Jordan Eder, and then you have Trey Garst, your top 20.
Sabisky, Kenny Hoffman, Sean Brown, Austin Drucke will round out your feature results here tonight. Is second, there's third. So we're going to start with third place right away. The old man, I like to call him, from Speed Shop 51, Clayton Tilley comes home with third. And it's been a while since I got to talk to you on a podium spot.
Yeah, mate, it's been a little while since we've been in running. You know, we've had some pretty bad luck lately and haven't done much racing. When we have, we've been put in the wall or ended up on our lid. So, yeah, to come out here and grab a third in this bunch of people is, not bad. I'll take it.
I like to pick on you, so guess what the next comment is? Being the old man in the field, coming home with a podium tonight against these young kids, gotta feel good.
Yeah, not too bad, you know. I mean, call me the old man, but I reckon you're older than me.
I don't know. It might not be.
No, that's me.
No, Steve's older than you. I'm still younger than you, so I can't call you the old man here. But that all stemmed from one night when I said you were the old man of the group at Speed Shop 51, and it shows the veteran mentality there as you see on the replay. You were battling that with everyone tonight, and they did not make this run easy.
Yeah, you know, we had a really good car early. I thought if we probably could have got past Alex and Aiden sort of in the first 20 laps that we might have had a run for it. But, it's just as the track wore in, the sort of car was a little bit too loose for my liking. Fell off at the end a little bit there, but it was good to have a battle with Gunnar, who's another guy that's been on my setups. And, you know, he's starting to really head towards the front now, so that's good of him. And, yeah, we battled for probably the last, 15 laps there, him on the bottom and me on the top, and she was just ripping. So, yeah, no, I'll take the third to these guys. I mean, anytime that you're behind Tyler and Alex on a podium is not a bad thing. So, yeah, we'll take it.
Now I see some normal sponsors, and I see some new sponsors on that 51, so here's your chance to go give them a shout-out.
Just got to thank all the boys at Momentum, Ross and Josh and all the other fellas that chip in. And main sponsor, speedshop51.com for all your weekly setups. All our other sponsors that kick in, Everything Dirt, Verdict Clothing, CT Designs, Vanderbilt Constructions hop on board, Racecraft Simulations, CD Cinematography, UDTV, obviously all you blokes, and Brett for all the help that they've given. And, we're just happy to be here, and we'll keep on plugging along to next week and hopefully tie up some more points in the championship.
That is your third place finisher tonight, the 51 of Clayton Tilley. And now coming home in the second spot, Steve, you get to catch up with the PA guy himself, the 85 of Tyler Schell.
Well, Tyler Schell, you was in a rough spot there to come through a last chance qualifier and starting to run about mid-pack, and you worked your way up to that second spot. Congratulations, sir.
Thanks. It was definitely an eventful night from going from, so as we started on the pole of the feature to find yourself dead last in a beast. So, but hey, we still had a good night overall, and ended up coming out second.
Hopefully, I mean, the track was in good shape for you.
Track wasn't bad. Just wish maybe I could get a caution, maybe have a chance. I don't know if I probably didn't have anything for Alex, but never know. I guess he might have had a chance, might have found something on a restart, but you just gotta come next week and see what you can do.
Well, go ahead and give a shout out to all your sponsors who helped make it possible.
Yeah, just like to thank everybody that puts this on, Apex Autoglass Tinting, and all the people on the admin team. Like to thank for putting the time in and putting this on, and then I was up some short our sponsors: Personal Evolution Company, School Sim Racing, Flow Racing, Jess Logistics, Catch Fence Apparel, Roofco, Hergot Real Estate, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
All right, coming up in second is Tyler Shell.
And now coming home with the win. A great way to start it off here. He's been undefeated in the past month in sprint car races here on Ultimate Dirt TV that we've seen him in. The 12 machine of Alex Bergeron that keeps the hot hand going here once more. And how does it feel to be in victory lane to start this season off?
Yeah, it feels good, of course. We did everything we had to do there and run the top. Had some fun up there. Definitely had the right rear close to the wall, and like I said, just had fun there running by myself up front. So, I think we definitely had a good car tonight. We started off really good with our heat race. Of course, this tonight was pill draw, and I think that's gonna be like this for the season. And so it kind of changes the game a little bit in the heat races, and kind of have to start somewhere else sometimes. So I was lucky to start up front, and I think we made the most out of it tonight.
Look, I'm going to have you pick my darn lottery tickets because one thing that I've noticed here is that you have got the luck of the draw starting on the pole of a heat race here. Usually you don't see the quicker guys get the luck of the draw here, but to start on the pole and then to get the start that you had, that heat race was yours from the get-go.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we had to reset the server there, and it would have been completely different. We were lucky with the draw because it was a second draw again, so we could have drew so bad. So I think it was a good luck for me, and like I said, I think we made the most out of it, and that's what you got to do in these races. And first race of this season, I think it starts pretty good. We just got to keep on going and have good cars every week, and have a good run in the heat races.
Who is the great sponsors backing you up here in Season 3 of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410s?
Well, as always, all of our partners at Team ABR Sports, but mainly our team, Jason and Rebecca at Team ABR Sports, and all the partners, of course, CSI Shocks, Pelagic Cap, BK Designs, Wiring Prime Equipments, ABR Setup Shop, CD Cinemagraphy, Wraps and Stitches, Stucco, and Grass T3R, everyone that really steps up and try to support us every day and making us race around these racetracks. And you guys for broadcasting, doing an awesome job, and Apex of the Glass for sponsoring the series, and I'd say the firm for putting this league up for us to race on Thursday nights. So definitely proud to be winning the first race, and hopefully we can bring on some more. So we'll try to do our best next week.
Before you leave here, me and Steve were talking about it in between the break there. World of Thunder Esports League on Sunday, and we talk about Rebecca. You thanked her in your interview like every week. Will we see you cut her some slack and let her knock you off of the pedestal here? You've been undefeated in sprint car racing since last season. Will you let her knock you off the pedestal and take home a win for the first time in her career in World of Thunder history?
Well, we'll go at it very fairly. When there's even we're a team, we're gonna race each other very hard and go for the win. But we support each other so good, and I think as a whole team, we do very good. So, but she's really good. I mean, she's doing very good in qualifying and heat races and stuff like that. She shows the pace. She's got really good pace out there in the sprint cars, and I think a lot of good things are gonna come up in the way here, and I think she's gonna do some great things in the season.
You heard it there first, folks. You'll have to tune in to find out if she can knock off the number 12 Alex Bergeron. But congratulations once more on the win in the number 12.
Thank you.
Well, ask something for us.
I'm concerned.
Well, I'm Sam Bell with Alex Robinson, BJ Duvall behind the scenes, producer tonight. You've been watching the Apex Auto Glass and Tint 410 Wing Sprint Cars for opening night at Lanier. You catch us back here next Thursday night. Until then, good night, everyone.